Good morning and welcome back into Morning Moments with Jesus. I pray you had a great Easter weekend and that you're ready to start your week off productive and in the presence of the Lord as we gather this morning for this week's devotion time that we have together. I've chosen this morning Psalm 69 verses 3 and verse 13. Kind of put them together to form a thought this morning. As our devotion is entitled today, You're Almost There. And God has led us to these verses this morning because sometimes there are those in life when life just seems like a dark and endless journey. So many twists and turns and dead ends and pitfalls. And so David finds himself in a similar situation in Psalm 69. So I pray that as we read this morning, this will be an encouragement to you, but it would also be an encouragement for you to look out for others who may be going through this dark time in their journey in life. Listen to what David writes in Psalm 69, again in verse 3 and verse 13. He says, I am weary of my crying, my throat is dry, my eyes fail while I wait for my God. But as for me, my prayer is unto you, O Lord. In an acceptable time, O God, in the multitude of your mercy, hear me, and in the truth of your salvation, deliver me. See, the urge to just give up or turn back overwhelms all of us at times. And you don't know if you can even go another mile or not. There are some who battle with that each and every day of their lives. See, in this psalm, as I said, David seems to find himself in that same condition, but he understood something about the heart of God, the heart and plan of God. He knew enough about it to know that God would not allow him to stay in that condition. God loved him too much to let him perish in the dark and sometimes lonely places in his life. I'm here to tell you this morning that God loves you just as much. His desire is for you to find a way out of that dark place. Find your path and follow it. Yes, you will have some dark and lonely places along the journey, but it will also be filled with many breakthroughs, many victories. See, mountaintops are much more enjoyable when you know you have come from the valley, and the climb has made you stronger. I'm reminded of a story this morning about two inspectors who went into a cave to check its safety. And while they were in the cave, there was a collapse, and it blocked their way out in which they came in. So what they had to do is they had to take an alternate route. They had to go through a part of the cave that they'd never been before. And it was dark, and it was full of a lot of different twists and turns that they were not familiar with. And one of the men along the journey got tired, and he had resolved to the fact that they would never get out of this cave. And so he just sat down. But the other inspector said, we must keep going. We must look for the breakthrough. We've got to look for a way out. We will not perish in this place. And the other inspector, who had already given up, says, I can't go another step. I can't go another step in this place because I can't see what's in front of me. I'm tired of climbing over things. I just want to sit here because I know we're going to perish in this place. But the other inspector said, we've got to keep going. And he finally convinced him to get up and start moving. And the story goes on to say that once they began to move, within 3 feet of that place where that man was about to give up was a breakthrough. It was a way out of that cave. And the moral of the story is that there are times when people we love, or we even ourselves, just want to give up. Just want to sit down and say, I've had enough. But praise be to God, there's never a dark place that you've ever gone into that our God doesn't show you a way out. There's a light at the end of that tunnel. There's a way out of that situation. But you cannot give in, you cannot give up, and you cannot give out, because you're almost there. So I pray over your journey today. Pray that you would dry your eyes, you would quench your thirst, and you would call upon the name of the Lord, because you just do not realize how close you are to a breakthrough today. How close the top of the mountain really is for you. And perhaps if you know someone today who is about to give up, encourage them to keep going and let them know, hey, you're almost there. Lord's will, I'll see you back here again tomorrow. Till then, you be safe, you be strong, you be blessed. And you have a great day. Because no matter how dark it seems, you're almost there.